Hey there friends, thanks for checking in. Today we're going to do a comparison video with the CZ P-10C with the Beretta APX and the FN509, all new to 2017. And let me start by saying that all of these are phenomenal guns. You cannot make a bad choice with any of these. I took them to the range. I put a good amount of ammo through each of them, including brass, aluminum, and steel case ammo, and they all fed, fired, and ejected every single round. So they were very reliable, very accurate, and I enjoyed each of them in their own way. But there are some differences, and we're going to go through that right now. We're going to talk about some of the things that I noticed that sets them apart, and we will start with the price. The FN509, the MSRP is $649, but you can purchase this in the lower 500s, like $525. The Beretta APX MSRP is $575, but this can be purchased in the mid 400s. The CZ has the lowest MSRP at $499 for the 9mm, but at this point in time, it's selling for over $500, like closer to $600. So as far as price point is concerned, at this time, June 2017, the APX holds the candle on that one. You could purchase this for the cheapest amount of money, and you're getting a quality made firearm. And these two are right around the same, right in the mid 500s. So, you know, the MSRP doesn't matter too much in regards to price. The APX is a little less expensive, and you're not losing much gun at all, if anything, for that amount. Now let's talk about the ergos. We'll look at the CZ P-10C. It's got a nice grip to it, very tacky with a lot of these heavy stippling textures. Okay, and then the FN, they changed their grip as well, and you can see that, you know, that it's very different than the FNS series that they have, right? And that too is tacky. But when we talk about what is most comfortable in the hand, once again, I'm choosing the APX because those finger grooves are not very highly defined, and when you grip this gun, it just feels really nice. It's like shaking somebody's hand. That's usually what I say when I talk about ergos. So I'm giving it to the APX on the ergos because it just feels so nice. Now I will mention that all three of these have additional back straps that you could add to fit your hand size. So that's definitely a plus. But in this regard, these two are nice. This one's just a little bit nicer. Now let's take a look at the trigger. All these guns are unloaded. We have the Beretta. We'll drop the mags here. Very nice trigger. Does have a trigger bar in there. Very nice trigger. This trigger was measured on my scale at 6 pounds. Here we have the FN509. This trigger was measured at 6.5 pounds. It's a hinged trigger. People say it's M&P-ish, but I don't think it is. No squish whatsoever. And that's a nice trigger. And I'm a fan of FN triggers. With the P-10C, this also has a trigger bar. And that trigger, to me, is so definite. It's the nicest feature on this gun is the trigger. So I'm giving the trigger, my opinion, to the P-10C. It just is a phenomenal trigger. I don't have an issue with these. These are very nice as well, but there's just something about this P-10C trigger that I really like. Let's take a look at the sights. They're all 3-dot sights. Okay, we got the APX 509. All right, and then we've got the P-10C. Let's see if I could get all of them up here. I barely can. All right, so they're all 3-dot sights. The one thing that sets these two apart is that they are luminescent sights. So they do have a glow-in-the-dark feature to it. So once charged by light, they will glow in the dark. I don't know if that means anything to you. I know HK does that quite a bit with some of their handguns. It's kind of nice, you know, you have it out here and you put it in the safe and it gives a night sight effect. But it is a feature. Now they're all 3-dot sights, so at the range I did not notice a difference. But the fact that these two have luminescent sights is kind of nice. In regards to capacity, the APX and the 509, FN 509, have 17 round mags. All right. The P-10C has a 15 round mag. That's what comes stock with these guns. So these two have higher capacity at 17 rounds, which is nice. The difference is the P-10C in regards to carry has 15 rounds, but it is the lightest fully loaded. Fully loaded, the CZ is 32 1/4 ounce. The Beretta APX fully loaded, 35 1/8 ounces, and the FN 509 fully loaded, 33 3/4 ounces. So the APX is the heaviest, but that makes sense because this has 4 1/4 inch barrel, as where both of these are 4-inch barrels. So yes, it's going to be a little heavier. But in regards to CCW, the P-10C would be my choice because it's a little bit smaller. You can see it in the grip right there, just a little bit, and it holds two less rounds, but it's a little bit of a smaller gun. Okay, we take a look at here. We can see barrel length should be a 1/4 inch difference there. I couldn't quite see it, but in regards to CCW, I'm choosing the P-10C. Now let's look at ambi features. For those lefties out there, they want to know about ambi. Well, we look at the 509 from FN. We can see that it does have an ambi mag release and ambi slide stop, both sides. We look at the P-10C, ambi mag release, ambi slide stop, both sides. Here we have the APX. We have an ambi slide stop, but not an ambi mag release. I'm sure that can be switched out. I haven't done it, nor do I plan to, but that is not fully ambi. So here we have the P-10C and the FN 509 fully ambi. Now let's get to the heart of this. In regards to shooting, I put a lot of rounds downrange. I put up my range reviews. All of these extremely accurate. I feel comfortable with any of these in a target shooting situation, a self-defense situation, whatever. All these were very good. I am a fan of FN. I am a fan of CZ. I like Beretta, but an unbiased opinion here. The best that I did, it does not mean it will be the best that you did. You may be the exact opposite. I did the best with the CZ P-10C. It just pointed and shot and hit my target, and I really enjoyed shooting this gun. I did very well with the APX. Very accurate, extremely accurate. And the FN, I've always been accurate with FN, and this 509 was no different. So these are excellent handguns. All of them are. They're very well made, very well balanced. They disassemble within the matter of 10 seconds. They are all excellent guns. You can't go wrong. Those are my impressions on these guns and my thoughts on what I would choose. If I had to choose one, I'd take the CZ P-10 first. And between these two, it's kind of a toss-up. They're just both such good guns. You really can't go wrong any which way. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.